All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to be in the 145-pound weight division, 147-pound division. Sorry, I just did a video about the 145-pound division. The 147-pound division, welterweight division, where Terence Crawford has made a decision about the rematch, and it's got him out here looking real obvious. And by that, I mean, man, it is just flat out funny business or inconsistent business by Terence Crawford. Completely understandable business by Terence Crawford, but very obvious business by Terence Crawford, which at the end of the day is not necessarily a good look. If you are somebody that is in love with Terence Crawford, you're probably not going to like this video unless you like me acknowledging that he is a very shrewd businessman. But in some cases, being too shrewd can cause you problems. And in this case, refusing to fight Errol at 154 pounds and insisting he fights at 147 pounds is going to open a whole Pandora's box of drama for him that is probably not worth it. But let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to be in the 147-pound division where Errol Spence Jr. has exercised his rematch clause against Terence Crawford, and Terence Crawford has refused a request from Errol Spence Jr. regarding the weight class that the fight can take place in, which would be 154 pounds, because Errol has said flat out, I can't make that weight division anymore. He said it before the fight. He said it immediately after the fight. And to many people, it was apparent during the fight that he can't be at that weight class anymore. He was too drained. However, Terence Crawford says, I don't care. If you want to fight me again, drain yourself again. And now, if Terence Crawford had not said several other things, would not be a problem. But when the cat's out the bag, the cat's out the bag. Before I get into that though, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And if you're a longtime subscriber and supporter of the channel, thank you so much for your continued support. It means so much to the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. In this particular video, let me say thank you to my guy, Big Willie, the winning team, the king of the Devin and Bill Haney jokes. Let me also say shout out to my guy, Kamal Oz. Man, can't wait to see you in the next live stream. Kamal, man, you're always cooking upper echelon. Likewise. King, you can... I don't necessarily got to talk to you no more. But anyway, shout out to you too. You're consistent on the channel, so let me give you a shout out in this video. And to everybody that supports in the super thanks, thank you guys so much for your continued support. Now, let's get into this. Terence Crawford decides that he is not going to fight Errol Spence Jr. at 154. The fight has to be at 147 pounds. Why is he able to do this? Because the contract says it's up to him. It is his decision. He has the right to do that, without a doubt. Just like Errol Spence Jr. had the right to exercise and demand the rematch clause. So Errol can take this fight at 147 if Errol wants to take the fight at 147, right? Now, what's the problem with that? The problem with that is this. Number one, several things. Number one, Terence Crawford already said he would fight him at 154. He already said he would. He said, yeah, we would do that. He said that. I do believe in the press conference after the fight. Also, Brian McIntyre also earlier said, yeah, we'll fight him at 154 pounds. Yeah, it'll be worse for him at 154 pounds. So if you think it's going to be worse for you at 154 pounds, then why won't you fight him at 154? Now, for people that say this, that he won't be able to keep his belts, that's not true. He will absolutely, positively not be stripped of his 147-pound championships for fighting one fight at 154 pounds. There's no mandatory that has been ordered for him next. So he can take one fight, just like Canelo Alvarez was an undisputed champion at 168 pounds. There was no mandatory put on him. And what did he do? He went up and he fought Dimitri Bivol. And then he moved back down. He even lost at 168 pounds, moved back down and still had his belts. So if he fought him at 154, not only does he get to keep his belts, he doesn't even lose his belts. So I immediately heard the counter arguments coming out for why he shouldn't do it at 154, even though he already said that he would do it at 154, was that he'd lose his belts. That's not true. Also, number two, Terence Crawford has already said he's be willing to fight Jermell Charlo at 154 pounds. And he was going to whoop Jermell Charlo at 154 pounds and take all his belts. If you are confident enough to say that you can beat Jermell Charlo at 154 pounds and take all of his belts, if you're confident enough to say you can skip 154, skip 160, and go to 168 and take all of the next guy's belts, Canelo Alvarez, then why in the world would you say that you can't fight this guy at 147? You can't fight him at 154. He has to go down to 147. It looks like you're trying to drain the guy on purpose. He said he can't make the weight. You said that you would do it. You feel perfectly comfortable going up to 154 to fight Jermell. You feel perfectly fine going up to 168 to fight Canelo, but you insist that he drains himself at 147? That is absolutely terrible optics. Terrible optics, man. The optics on it, just the way that it looks, it has to make you wonder, why wouldn't you do it? You beat the guy very easily at 147 last time. You just want to ensure you beat him very easily again? You want to make him go down and drain himself and wait and do all that stuff when he says he can't do it? Or is that just a way for you to politely try to get out of the fight and tell him no? Right? But people are not going to assume that. People are going to assume that what Errol Spence Jr. said was right. And Terence Crawford, well, not Errol said, other people said was right. That this man was clearly drained. He was clearly not himself. He can't make that weight anymore. He's been in the division for 10 years, right? It's just bad optics, man. It's bad optics. And the thing is, he's going to be a massive favorite at 154 pounds, man. If it's a skill thing, what difference does it make? Go in there, beat the man at 154 pounds. And you should say that whether you are an Errol Spence fan or you're not an Errol Spence, whether you're an Errol Spence, a Terence Crawford fan, or you're not a Terence Crawford fan. It's just bad optics. But anyway, y'all get ready for it. Because it looks shady. He's either being petty or he's worried. One of the two. You're either being petty, and let me tell you why it's either petty. Because you're not gonna lose your belts. You're not gonna lose your belts. And you already beat him. You virtually know you can beat him. In his mind, he knows he can beat him. He said he knows he can beat him in 154, so why not? Just as I'm the man, I'm not going to fight you. That's like cousins to what he's saying about Sean Porter. I'm not about Sean Porter, about Danny Garcia and Keith Thurman. Okay, man, and y'all think it's just me hating? No, man, it's way too many things consistently back to back to back to back with the way that he does business. There's a lot of pettiness and a lot of vindictiveness in his approach to business. A lot of nana, I told you so's, and a lot of you didn't give me my way, so now I'm gonna take it out on you. That's a lot of pettiness. Okay, and I'm leaning much more towards pettiness than there is him having a real doubt that he can beat Errol at 154. It's just petty. It's just petty, because I don't believe he thinks, though, that giving Errol that little bit of weight and not even putting the belts on the line is something that would really affect his ability to think he'll win the fight. It's just being petty. I don't even believe that it's about him draining him. I believe it's about him just being petty and trying to get his way. And telling somebody no because he has the ability to tell somebody no, even though he's already said that he would. And that's me looking at him in a favorable way. Because the other side of it would be that he just knows that man was not in the right condition and actually waited a long period of time and dragged that negotiation out as far as he could to make Errol be drained as long as he could. And now that he has a rematch, he's gonna try to keep him drained. But that is just so obvious to everybody that it's a bad look, if that's what they believe. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. You let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Peace.